Hello, Drakey here. Well, TM Drake, whatever, Drake Reagan. Vblog on December 14, 2025. Was thinking about going to one of those Meshtastic, or actually it's Mesh Core seminar, but I've never really heard much of Mesh Core. It's got a neat little routing base and things like that. It's not a free seminar, it's like $70, but you supposedly get the hardware with it too, so it's not terribly bad. Looked online, you can get similar hardware kits for about $50–$60. So, and I'm pretty good at being self-taught, so I'm kind of backing out. Plus, it'd be another $20 of gas to get there and back, so it's just not worth it at this point. So I'm gonna stay here and just watch a few live streams and things like that. But yeah, with all the fucking bad hombres, it's even not worth doing anything anymore. And getting here was a pain in the ass because the guys have loud pipes and everything. So. It's like, yeah, there's 5 muffler shops, but no one has a muffler. No, what it is, it's good old fucking California illegals. That's why I don't like it here. So it's, none of us who actually are law-abiding or even doing things the right way are getting anything good anymore. Those of us who are, I shouldn't say lucky enough, who work 3 times as hard. So I ain't getting screwed anymore by anyone, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting screwed by another maker next week. So we'll see what he produces because I've given up. I asked him when during contract time, and maybe he didn't sign it the correct way. But legally, I already had everything on contract down on paperwork, and I'll probably do the comparison analysis when I get the product and everything. But we'll see because I'm done. I'm done with this arts and crafts. It's showing off. If you want to show off, fine, but don't do it in front of me because I'm going to ignore you. Pretty much. This is why Joe just got kicked out of another chat of mine because, like I said, if you want to invest, that's fine. You can buy the equipment. You can buy the materials. You can put your time in. You can even buy legal shares because I know how to write those contracts and get it notarized. But what you cannot do is mouth off. I mean, I told Joe, simply said, you said you were going to do it. I'm more than happy to pay you when it's done. But the job has to be done. That's pretty much it. And you know what? Even if you get it done, it's not exactly what I wanted. I'm still having to pay you because you did the job. But I'm not going to make this stupid where I'm going to buy you raw materials anymore. You buy your own raw materials. I'll sell you my materials. This way there is no lips. I'm just done with people that just lips all the time. All talk and no show. And even though you can show stuff, people also, what do you call it, dog and pony, or what's that term? Smoke and mirrors, pretty much. So I've given up with this stuff. Looking at a few things. I might try out the Meshtastic community. If it's $50 to buy the hardware, I might give it a try. I'm watching videos. My area in PV has no RF. I can't even get FM stations, so that's why it's not worth it there. I barely even get 5G there, honestly, but maybe at the right angle in my room, I actually get that as for backup. But everything else works fine, and supposedly, like I said, I can set all this stuff up. The problem is none of it's profitable for me, and if it's not profitable, my interest is actually dead. When it comes to the inflate stuff, I probably got a few orders. I'm looking really hard. I'm hoping to get at least maybe 10, 20 orders in the next week or so before the end of the year. I don't have much for discounts because everything's expensive. Even shipping is outrageously expensive to certain countries. But that's the problem, is that I can only give you estimates, and it can go up, it can go down. If it goes down, I'll move some stuff around. But people have complained, $100 to ship the NAS from here. I says, okay, at this point, I don't even want to deal with this anymore. And even like the person who was supposed to meet me and pick me up a computer for $20, oh, the price is right. I says, yeah, but the time isn't. He told me he was going to meet me at the Ralph store, so I went over there and ready to drop it off. Took it in my car, and he says, oh, can you meet it? Done. That's it. I'm not gonna deal with it. If you're gonna push it off an hour later and you're getting something way under value, you should make the effort to do the job. Like me, if you want the job and oh, just buy the materials. You know what? I'm not going to buy the materials. You buy the materials, but this way you can figure out how much it's really worth, because I've ran into both issues in my life, and even at this point, I'm done. That's it. As no one does a better job unless you own it, own the property. If you don't own the property, then I just want to get it done and over with as fast as I can. I'm going to tap on the PDK sign. Took me a day to pass that stupid test, but at least I got the company to pay for that instead of me. So it was worth trying it out. And yes, I was able to get some extra PDK hardware out of the deal at least, so it wasn't just an educational thing. But on the flip side, they seem to not want to use me for the new warehouse on this bullshit. So, like I said, it's all about ownership. If I don't own it, yeah, I don't have interest in it. If you want to show off your flaunting, your cool stuff, that's all cool. I'll take a snapshot of it. I'll even retweet it. But I don't own it. That one word, ownership.